What do you think is going on in New England? How would you handle that? They have a couple different guys calling offensive plays. Who knows? Maybe 3 guys if Belichick steps in. Like, what do you think is the plan?
I don't know. I haven't heard, like, normally at camp you hear a little bit of optimism. I haven't heard a fucking word of optimism coming out of New England.
Neither have we.
Talked about this.
I haven't heard, like, one single positive coming out of there. And now with old Matty P calling plays, I mean, it's just like, I don't know. I mean, look, would I bet against them? No. I don't think I would ever bet against a Bill Belichick team. But I don't know. I mean, this is kind of overreaction time of year as well, you know, but
Cole Strange, bro.
Cole Strange, the next Logan Macon, maybe.
Goddamn right.
Hey, how about
that motherfucker was the 4th rounder? They just fucking took him? Oh shit.
Hey,
fucking idiots.
How about Bill getting a UFC title?
Awesome.
How about this moment right here with Dana out in Vegas, and then goes to the front of the team, boys, fuck off.
Champion. Check it out.
Boys.
Yeah.
He looks happy, though. Mac looks happy and comfortable. Bill looks happy and comfortable. I feel like Bill, and I might be wrong, and you said you won't bet against him because Bill Belichick. I think everybody that was in the league during the Patriots dynasty is just kind of like conditioned to be like, yeah, Bill's going to figure it out. Bill will fucking figure it out. I think that's how we all are. But I judge like how comfortable and confident people are whenever they're not like Mac on the sideline. He seemed very fucking comfortable during those games when he wasn't playing. Looked very happy. Bill's got a belt on, a UFC title belt, celebrating, having a moment with Dana White. Like if he was that fucking worried, you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm trying to read into because I think that's the only positive that has come out is us saying Mac looks comfortable, Bill looks happy, but that's a real thing right now, TJ. It's not normal. This is not normal.
No. We usually don't see that side of Bill, right? I mean, everything we usually see is just the kind of little smug responses at the podium. And my God, can you imagine asking him a question in the back of your mind being like, I hope he doesn't think this is going to be the dumbest fucking question on earth. Like, can you imagine trying to ask that guy questions and knowing you're not going to get a response?
Hey, TJ, you know this, though. What? If you go up to somebody and you have any sense of fear in your voice, they're not going to take you serious. I think, I think Bill knows as soon as the person starts their question, oh, this person is scared to death of me, and they're going to be treated as such. Has anybody ever gone to Bill? Like, what's up, Bill? Like, how's the fucking offense doing, man? Like, has anybody ever, has anybody really approached him like that? Because it's a fear thing whenever you get in there.
Yeah, and if you really do want to just like hit a home run, you just ask him about long snapping, and he'll love your question, and that's it. I don't know why people just don't do that every time they get the chance to ask him something.
I have a question for you, Bill, over here. Yeah. 4th long snapper on your 2010 team named was Bubba. How did he get there? Good question.
20 minutes.
Boom.
Yeah.
Diatribe about it. And then he moves on. Is that because you think, is that strategy, all strategy, or is that for him, you think, at this point? You think he just enjoys fucking with people at this point of his career?
God, both. I mean, I guarantee he gets a thrill out of it, you know. At the same time, I mean, I don't know. I mean, when I had, Patricia here for that year in Detroit, it was kind of the same thing. Like, don't give every media member's an asshole. Don't give them shit. Don't tell them anything. So you kind of understand that too. But with Bill, it's like, God, I don't know. I mean, you got to think like there's a couple coaches in the world of football that are kind of grandfathered into like being that hard-nosed asshole type dude, because they win. And like Bill Belichick's one of them. And gosh, probably Nick Saban's the other one. Like that's just who they are. They're not changing for anything. But I think even last year there were a couple signs of Bill where it was like, God, it seems like he's kind of loosening up a little bit, right? Lightening up a little bit outside of the normal world we see him at the podium. Having a little bit more fun, you know what I mean? Kind of changing, maybe adapting to the younger crowd of kids now because, like, I don't know, your guys' last couple of years, I don't know if you guys notice the difference, but some of these kids coming in from college, like, fuck, you can't criticize them at all without them kind of just putting themselves in a shelter and shutting down. It's a new style of coaching, and I think Bill, look, from what I've seen the last couple of years at least, kind of seems like he's starting to adapt a little bit more to, not being necessarily a player's coach, but, lightening up a little bit, having a little bit more fun, not taking things so fucking serious 24/7, because, as a player, that's what wears you out the fucking most.
Does Bill even care about the Patriots winning anymore?
Sound like it.
Is that what you're saying, TJ?
No, I'm just saying. I think, look, when those old school guys left, Tom and Gronk and all those guys that were kind of your leaders that everybody's bitching in the locker room, and they're like, "Shut." I know it sucks, guys, but we win fucking Super Bowls. Like, fucking deal with it. When those guys left, it's like, all right, got a new brand of players in here. Might have to adapt a little bit and adjust. And I think I don't know if that's just from a couple things that I've seen. And you bringing up the UFC belt with Dana White and there, everything was cool. That's just, it doesn't seem like that would have happened, maybe 5-10 years ago. It kind of seems like things are starting to lighten up a little bit around him.
What if he is like, maybe I should enjoy a moment of my life other than just those 10 minutes after a win? Like maybe he's like, hey, I can expand that from, I only get really, for a long time, I only got 16 opportunities during regular season to be happy.
Yep.
And those were only for 5-minute increments. And if we, God forbid, lost the game, there's one gone. So maybe he's just now like, hey, there's a lot of other days of the year too that I'm allowed to enjoy life with a little bit, and that's great news. I like that.
There's that, and there's way more like access to it. Like, remember when Randy Moss was on the Patriots before he retired? He was like, thanked everybody, and then thanked Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft and the New England organization. So some of it's like you can see more, and then other parts of it are people haven't seen that before, and now they're thinking it's the first time.
TJ, you say organization or organization?
Organization.
Thank you.
Is that fucked up? Is that wrong?
No, that's right.
It's perfect.
No, what you're saying is right.
Who says organization?
Pricks.
Fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Are
Right
you
here.
trying to say, all right, Pat, are you trying to say you think Bill's maybe in those golden years where it's like, hey, you got to stop and smell the flowers once in a while? This could be gone soon.
Somebody, and this happens, I think, to a lot of older folks that are like super business and work driven. Somebody dies. Right? Somebody dies that they know. And I'm not saying this happened with Bill. I have no fucking idea who he knows. Somebody passes away though, and they have conversations or it happens and it's like a realization like, oh shit, this could be me, and then like it feels like that happens, doesn't it? It like Scrooge is like a movie living of that almost. But I think it does actually happen to super driven and people that are just focused on work all the time.
Maybe it's because Ernie retired.
Yeah, maybe
For
Ernie.
sure, yeah.
Yeah,
when you see like peers, like God, I can't imagine like maybe 10, 15 years down the road. Hopefully, we're still ticking, but guys our age start to kind of go a little bit. You're like, shit, man. I hope this whole like concussion shit or whatever, however you start thinking. Yeah, I totally get that. I think Bill is definitely probably in the twilight of his career. I don't know how much longer he's got, but it's kind of like one of those, hey man, you don't know how long it's going to last. Kind of slow down and at least enjoy what's left of it, at least,
Yeah, that's like players, too. Towards the end of their careers, they get miserable because they get jaded, they hate the business, and then towards the end, it's like, I want to enjoy this meeting, I don't know how many more I got. I want to enjoy this practice. Hey, we got to be here. We get to be here. It's probably happening there in football. Will it lead to another Super Bowl for the New England Patriots? That is honestly the question.
Yeah, definitely. And he is inching closer to that Shula record. So there probably is some sense like, okay, once I get to there, then maybe, 1 or 2 more seasons.